One time for the one time. It's the family bloodline.
And we are back, family. Just that fast. It always happens so quick. That intro, I keep forgetting. It's all of it's
And
all of
yeah,
30 seconds. So my goodness, but it happens so fast. So
yeah. I'm waiting for it to pop on Facebook now.
okay, all right. And while you
Yeah.
do that, tell us how your day has been and how things are going with you so far.
Um, my day is cool. It's always, this week is going by a little slow, but it is what it is. Because I'm taking off next week. I'm not gonna be at work at all next week.
Okay.
Um, so this week has been kind of dragging, but it's been busy. It's been so busy. Adjusting to life again. With husband back in the house. Um, we transitioning. We getting there. It's we making it do what it do. Oh, there we go. Now I finally got it.
There's
Uh,
there's like a an interruption when you're talking on your microphone.
I don't know why. I haven't touched anything. This thing is just weird today, I guess.
It's fighting against you.
I guess I don't know what's going on. Um, I'm trying to. Um, but no. Look, life is good. Like I said, my husband's back at home, so been adjusting to that. But it's been a
Let's
good
give
time.
rounds of applause. I'm gonna give rounds of applause for that.
Yeah,
Rounds of
it's a
applause.
good time. It's been a really good time.
Yeah.
Niece's birthdays. He showed up last Saturday, which was my niece's birthday,
hmm
and it surprised everybody. Um, but yeah, it's a good time, and it is like it is. It's been a good week. It's just been busy, but it's good.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you?
Same, very similar, just ridiculously busy. And before I knew it, I was a lot tireder than what I actually realized, and then I haven't been sleeping well at night as usual. But when I'm not sleeping well at night and I'm still trying to push, it's
Mm-hmm.
it all creeps up on us. So
Yeah,
we've gotten a lot accomplished at work this week, and we graduate our students tomorrow. And the
nice.
hope is
Are always good.
yes, yes. And the hope is we graduate them early, and we get them on their way. We get them on their way.
Got on Facebook,
Yep,
so I had to
that's
turn realize it was
that's
that.
right. Hey, 5 days until Nam show. So the Nam show is gonna be ECAS, Pristine Angel, the family bloodline. My man Danny V. We gonna be in Anaheim, California.
Oh yeah,
And
Maria.
yeah, they fine. They good. I've been monitoring the actual fires to make sure everything was on the up and up, because if something would have looked crazy, I've been in California fires before or around them, and I don't want that smoke.
A car covered in ash.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't want any of that smoke. They can have it. And if it would have been something like that again, I would have had to gracefully bow out. But fortunately everything is good. Everything looks good and all that good stuff. Right on, Zoe. We appreciate the hearts and the love for sure, for sure. So yeah, we're gonna be deep in that piece. We're gonna be deep in that piece. And we'll have some interviews, and we'll be checking out a bunch of new equipment. We're gonna have a lot of new clips coming out. And so I'll post a lot of it, but so a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that we're going to be doing will be for subscribers only. So get to YouTube, that way you can get to that subscription only stuff, and also we'll have like right now we have our NFL picks, and we're going on week 2. Dirt won week 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already posted the video, but if no one has,
Oh God, when I was in my pajamas, Jesus,
yeah.
Bonnet, Jesus.
But if nobody got that, well, if you still want to get your week 2 picks in, you have a little time yet. You got
Mhm.
a little time. So I'm trying to see if I can find.
Wait, what's today? Thursday? Ain't it a game tonight?
I gotta check and see. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been, as soon as I've been coming home, I've been laying down and going to sleep. I have been absolutely worn out. I've been worn out. So, but give me a second. I did post the video for our week 2 picks.
Okay.
I'm finna see if I can find it real quick. Give me 1 second. That way I can I can play it. That way everybody can hear our week. There it is. There it is. Let's see. I don't want to do that. I'm trying to get it bigger. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. It's gonna pull up, and then I'll share the screen so we can look.
Heard it. We do not have to share that.
Because I can't remember everything off the top of my head. Dirt wrote everything down.
Oh my God.
So here we go. Here are our week 2 NFL picks.
Let's do it.
In that Chargers versus Texans game, me and Wanda took the Chargers. You took the Texans and won.
Yeah, that was for
The
this.
Steelers versus the Ravens.
I
We
think we
all
won.
took the Ravens. In the Broncos versus the Bills game, Wanda took the Broncos. Me and Jig took the Bills and won. In that Packers versus Eagle game, me and Wanda took the Eagles. Jig took the Packers. In the Commanders versus the Bucks,
I can't
me
believe
and
that
Jig
game.
took the Bucks.
Mm.
The Commanders and won.
I can't
In
believe
the
that
Vikings
game.
versus Rams game, y'all took the Vikings and I took the Rams and won. So we all won now. One game that we picked a piece.
All right. That's
So
tough. You came out on top, right?
yes, 4-3. Both of y'all had 3
Wow.
wins, and I ended up with 4.
Yeah.
That's-
You got the info for the next round? Week 2.
Yep.
Let's get them in.
All right, we got the Texans versus the Chiefs.
Of course.
Mm.
Chiefs all day.
This is
I'm
horrible.
taking
I
the
can't believe them.
Texans. I'm taking the Texans woman.
That
Then we
part.
got the Commanders versus the Lions.
Lions.
Ooh, that's how I was, Wanda. You going Lions too?
Zoe, but that don't mean that don't mean you
Won
can't
with
get your
the
picks in,
Commanders,
Zoe.
taking them by yourself last week.
You can still get
I'm
them
gonna
in.
take the Lions just because they're at home. They've been doing their thing, but the Commanders are that squad. I'm gonna take the Lions myself.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders again.
You gonna roll with them again?
Oh
Okay,
my-
then we got the Rams versus the Eagles.
Bonnet and all.
I'm gonna take the Eagles
Bonnet
too.
and all. I'll take the Eagles.
Okay.
I don't be wanting to mess with the Eagles like
Then
that.
we got
That's crazy.
Ravens versus the Bills.
What, baby? You keep on.
And that's because of G-Ball. It's all because of G-Ball. Ever. Can never pick them motherfuckers again. They don't
I
do
should have
much.
rolled back with them like I rolled last week. I should have rolled back with them.
All
Mm-mm.
right.
Nick Martell's picking the Rams.
How can anybody pick the Rams from St. Louis?
I don't know. He ain't loyal, just like they ain't.
All right, we need to do a whole podcast on picking the Rams and you from St. Louis.
And
That's
Ravens versus
horrible.
Bills.
Horrible work.
Damn, that's tough.
Ravens.
Me too.
I'm going with the Ravens.
I think I'm gonna rock with the Ravens. I'm gonna rock with the Ravens for sure.
All right. So we all took the Ravens versus the Bills. We all took the Eagles versus the Rams.
Yeah.
Me and Jig took the Lions versus the Commanders. And y'all took the Chiefs, and I took the Texans.
There
Yep.
it is.
Okay.
There we go. Let's get it. Let's put them in, folks. Damn, I can drop my pen.
Get y'all picks in. Get y'all picks in.
Get the picks in. Gotta get the picks in. So that there you have it, folks. Those are the next week's picks, or this week's picks, actually.
Mhm.
I know games are Saturday for sure. That was rude of people be calling me at this time of hour. It's
It's 7.
well, it's 8 here. It's 8 here. And it's
Hey,
it was telemarketers. Right on, Zoe. Yeah, those were good picks. Those are absolutely good picks. You got to get your picks in. We are pushing
all of my
this.
picks, right?
Yeah, but this time the picks are open to the public, but the winnings are for subscribers only. The winnings are for subscribers only. So in order to win
The merch.
the merch, you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel or any of our other platforms via Spotify, so Apple Podcasts, Google, all those other good places. You got to be a subscriber somewhere in order to actually be able to win the merch. That's the caveat this round. So hit us up on YouTube, find us on YouTube, put your picks in, and and put yourself in the winnings or in the runnings for some free merch. We got hoodies, hats, t-shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve. So let's get it in. Let's get it in. So I was trying to see how far behind Dirt was.
Yeah,
Not
we
100% sure.
wait. Just say he was running behind, but not sure how far behind he's running.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't want to jump directly into the topic until he got here. But I do want to say that the Biden-Harris administration, they're on their way out. Today is the 16th. The inauguration is on MLK Day. And we got to brace for impact because it's coming. So that's all the politics I got for this evening.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, this is America.
So disappointed.
Yeah. So well, you know what?
What's up?
Transition music.
All right.
We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. One time for the one time. So, today's topic. Oh my God, I can't find it now. Ah, yes. We're going to be talking about some family matter topics, primarily dealing with spousal interactions with family, relationships, those different dynamics, how they work, how they interfere, how they help, how they progress, how they retract, all that other good stuff. Betweens because it can be it can either be a horrible interaction or it could be a really, really good interaction. It all depends. It all depends.
Yeah.
And so what is your view? What is your view on whether or not your spouse has to get along with the family? Or if your spouse might be beefing with somebody in the family, how does that look?
For me, well, everybody like my spouse, so I don't really have to too much deal with that. But if there was somebody who, was not, as fond of him, then that person just wouldn't be around. It is what it is. My spouse is married to me, not my family. But some people may argue that point. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
So, but as long as he, Is he not being disrespectful to me? Because my family is still my family, but at the end of the day, when I'm married, that is now that's my family,
Right.
and
Right.
that's who my commitment is now to, because I am committed to this person, and he is now my family. We are building a family. We are doing. It's feel like they burning something. They taking care of dinner while I'm up here.
Oh, is that
So
what you're down there doing?
yeah. But so, but I just feel like, I mean, I think certain family members, it's kind of imperative that they get along with your spouse or at least tolerate. But as
Which,
far as
so like which
cousins and shit, I mean, I could care less.
so like when you say it's kind of imperative, which family members do you say they have to
Like
have a solid?
siblings, depending on how close you are with your siblings.
Yeah.
Siblings, parents. Um, that's about it. Siblings and parents.
Mhm.
Everybody else can kick rock.
I think it's a bit of a different dynamic when we say siblings and parents, because um what I've seen that's weird to me is when siblings aren't actually close.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit of an odd thing to me,
It is. But I
because
mean, it happens because I mean, like I talk to a lot of people who are not necessarily close to their siblings. That's not my ministry. That's not my testimony. I don't know nothing about that.
right,
But I like the first time I ever heard, I was like, "You don't talk to your sister every day.
right,
You don't remember the last time you saw your brother?" It was
yeah.
very weird to me.
It's a hard thing for me to understand too. It really,
Yeah,
really is.
I mean, I think it's just how we were raised, though. We were raised that our like me being the eldest of my siblings. I'm supposed to protect them. I am supposed to look out for them. I'm supposed to be do this, and the third.
Hmm.
And that's just how we were raised, and that's how I see them. So basically, those are my kids too.
Sure.
My siblings got 3 parents.
Right.
So
Yeah, I can definitely understand why you would say that. As that's yeah, yeah,
I mean, it may seem unfair to some people, or like you're a child, you shouldn't have to did all it. I mean, it just what it is. It is what it was. But I think I would be kind of like, because my I had a boyfriend that necessarily nobody liked at one point,
Who?
and huh,
Who?
one of my boyfriends.
Really? I
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of who.
I
I
mean,
didn't know that.
there was a sibling who wasn't crazy about this said boyfriend, and
Okay.
like they made shit kind of hard, but I was still with that person because I wanted to be with that person. That sibling just had to deal with it, and
Okay.
it was what it was. But that didn't work out, and my sibling is still my sibling. At the end of the day, it's about respect. At the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's what Zoe was saying in his comment. He said, "I think the message of respect is always in case the kids notice the salty things, so we keep it 100." But I'm not talking about the kids just yet. That'll be a topic for a little while in a second.
Hmm.
But directly talking about your siblings, because it's hard having like dating somebody and your siblings don't. It's not even a fact of approval or not.
Hmm.
Not about approval. It's about you watching the interaction and hoping for the best. Like, are they gonna get along?
Yeah.
Can they at least be cordial?
Yeah.
Is that possible? You know,
Hmm.
Candy was kind of mean to people.
I mean, and I have a candy too. So
Right.
you know, hi Michael.
Exactly.
Hello.
For yeah, I have a candy too. So like, but you still at the end of the day, you have to worry about your happiness because they gonna be happy regardless and not care about if you like that person or not.
Mm, okay. And what about you, Michael? If and we're just talking about siblings right now. We'll come back to
Okay.
parents in a second. But
Okay. I know a lot about siblings.
right. So if you were dating someone and your the siblings didn't get along with that person, how would that affect that relationship?
It wouldn't affect it at all because it's not really my siblings' choice, rather or not if they like them or not. I mean, maybe if I was getting married, um, maybe that might hinder it a little bit. Yeah, maybe you guys should get along because they're gonna be married into the family now. But
Yeah.
if I'm not getting married, then I don't really care what they're thinking. It's
Mhm.
my relationship, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, rather than not if you like them or not.
Okay. So and
Yeah.
so I'm asking because those interactions, whenever that person would come around, could be a bit of a strain, and nobody
Hmm.
wants to deal with that fool that like that. I don't
Yeah,
even know
it
the
stops fighting that person around, or like if you know
right.
something gonna go down, you're gonna be like, you like, look, such and such, hey bud, be like such and such gonna be here. You need to chill or just find your neutral corner.
I
I
go in
don't
a
even bring
room
my relationship around, so I don't even have to deal with it. You know what I mean?
But
I
the
don't
crazy thing
even
is,
bring my relationships
why
around
shouldn't you be comfortable enough to bring your relationship around your family?
and cuz just she beat me to the punch because that's the question that I was gonna ask.
because I mean,
Hey
not that
Pookie.
I don't want to bring my lover to meet
He
my
called it
family.
a
It's because
lover. He
Other.
called her. God damn. Okay, this is sophisticated terms right there. But yeah,
um not that I don't want to bring my partner around my family, but I mean, I don't bring anyone around my family unless I know they're gonna stick around for a little while.
And that makes
But
sense.
at
yeah.
the end of the day, if I know how my parents are, I know how my mom is, and
Hmm.
at the end of the day, if she don't like you, I don't like you no more.
That's tough though.
Dang, that's wild work.
Well, then we will do this. Give me a second.
That's wild.
All right, so let's talk about the parents. Let's talk about your parent because that's and we'll fluctuate back and forth, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But the parents, if your mama don't like her, that's it.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's your mother-in-law, and if you don't get along with my mom, then I got an issue. And my mom, if y'all know how my mom is, she don't play,
Yeah.
and I don't play about my mama neither. And if she don't like you, it's just or if you go and meet her and you say something wrong, or she sees something kind of off about you, then I can't date you no more. And that's just that. Mama gotta like you.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. What
So that's
that's
deep. That's
right.
deep. I mean, and I have a mother-in-law, and honestly, I'm not even sure how she feels about me. But just being honest, um, I know she loves her son, and she wants her son to be happy.
Yeah.
I mean, but would you still continue to date someone that your mom didn't like? Let's say you married her, and
My
now
husband
she's
married
married
me
into the
and has been
family.
married for 8 years, going on
And
9.
Right.
I don't want to hear my mom complain about nothing at all.
So
So
it's so
most
you're gonna
definitely she gotta like you.
so basically just because you don't want to hear something and you don't want to deal with something, you're gonna miss out on your happiness. Is that what I'm hearing?
Because that's what
I
this
mean,
question is asking.
I mean that depends on if it was a good relationship or not. Um,
Liberty
if
switcher.
That's polar.
if if the
Hey, Coach.
relationship already on the rocks and you take your lover to go meet your parents, then yeah, they probably got some say so. But if not,
So your
then
parents
I wouldn't
has in
necessarily
your
end it.
relationship.
It needs to be talked about together.
Okay.
Because I can understand this. Some moms are overly emotional and wrong often.
Right. Because I had a son, I'd be like, ain't nobody good enough for my baby. Wait a minute now. But at the same time, I gotta look at because I love my son and I want my son to be happy, and I don't want him to resent me at any point because he felt like I made him miss out on happiness. So if I have to tolerate this individual that's making my son happy, then I will do that.
Mm.
Hey
I
Bert.
I've just known my mom a long time, and
Yeah, all your
I don't
life.
know your mom a long time.
Right.
like the
All of her
last girl I brought to meet my mom, she tell him out front, like, I don't play about my son. And I was like, Mom, you don't gotta do all of that. Girl, don't scare the girl away. Um,
Okay.
so I just keep my relationships to myself until I know, okay, you ready to meet my mother.
Okay. So how many girls have you taken to meet your mom?
It was one, and her name was Taylor. We were together for 3 years. One on Christmas Day one year, she bought her a $250 coat. I said, Mother, why would you do that? And long
Like
story
Taylor.
short, she
She might
broke
have
up with
thought
me
that
New
was gonna be
Year's
the
Day that
the
year.
one.
She what?
She might
She
have thought
broke
that
up
was
with
gonna
me
be the
New
one.
Year's Day that year that my mom did that. I was like, Mom, why would you do that?
Um.
My mom thought we were gonna get married, honestly.
Clearly. Did you get the code back when it didn't work out?
Uh.
I did get
Shit.
the coat back.
No.
But
Shit.
No.
would you bring a coat back just because we broke up?
Yeah. Put it in the washing machine or take it to the cleaners. It's good as new.
No. Hey, she wasn't bringing that coat back. She be like, she don't want you. She wants the coat.
Right.
Ain't got nothing.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with this coat. It's you.
Right.
No,
It's
but I'm
you
I
joking.
mean,
first.
she was a nursing student at Truman University, but
Uh-huh.
I never did get an answer why we broke up. It was just like a text message. I don't think this is working out. I'm busy with
Oh, that
school.
sucks.
You wasn't buying $200 coats.
Yeah, she broke my heart,
I said,
and she met my mom. So that really is what hurt the most, which
Yeah.
is which is why when I say if my mom don't like you, you can't come around because she gotta like you.
Okay. All right. Well, then now the pieces are fitting. My daughter's grandmother didn't like me, and I still don't like her. That's why she looks like Smokey Robinson. By the face is crazy.
Baby, a female. Oh, she out here looking like Tiny. Tiny.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Cross
oh my God, man. I gotta get up. I talk about people.
week. I love.
Average Mickey,
I'm
hey,
here for all the smoke. I'm here for all the smoke.
the savagery is real tonight, folks. Hey, if you want to hop on to the panel and go on Instagram right now, go to our YouTubes, like and subscribe to our YouTube. And we'll post the link in the chat so you can hop on and get in on this topic.
Yep.
That comment was wild, man.
Let's okay. Does your siblings? We gonna go back to the siblings because we talked about that before you got on. If your siblings didn't like your spouse, significant other, would that be a problem or a deal breaker for you?
I would say, yeah. I think pretty much my core, like my moms, my brothers, my sisters, and my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they are like that.
That's
To
what we're
me,
saying.
that's my family. You know what I'm saying? So them are the people that I have to not necessarily please, but would like to keep. You know what I'm saying? A good rapport. Yeah,
Find
yeah,
that
yeah.
even.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all that's my village. When I look at it,
Another question just came to mind. How much time would you give it for them to warm up to your spouse before you be like, "All right, this ain't working"?
ooh,
That's
that's a tough question because I think the longer you let it go on, the longer you know what I'm saying you
I mean,
keep having feelings.
because I
Yeah,
feel like okay, the first impression. I mean, you only get one first impression, correct?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you know, people can change. So like she be like, oh, I don't like the way she did this, and you be like, hey, my mom didn't like that you did such, and she be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't realize I did that.
yeah.
So
And then a lot of times just meeting a family for the first time is like a nervous feeling. So you do
I
a lot of you might do some shit that you normally wouldn't.
I hated bringing ninjas around y'all. I swear to God, I did. I hated it because I
Come,
just like, baby.
come on.
I was like, oh God, please don't let him get beat up because if he get beat up, I can't never talk to this man again.
Zoe
I don't
was
know about a catch and release. So catch and release,
Zoe was on
that's kind of quick.
catching. He was out here fishing for women at one point in life.
That's
Mm-mm.
wild.
Glad
Like,
BB calmed you down.
like bringing dudes around y'all was very nerve wracking.
I hope he caught better women than I did.
I think we was cool. We might have, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all was cool, but I was always nervous. I'll be like always giving the side eye. I was like what they gonna say. I like, please don't ask them nothing embarrassing, or please don't say nothing to embarrass me. I'd be
Nah.
like, look,
Yeah,
It
because our sister cousins were like our
I used to always give them the same speech. If they offer you something to drink, just take it. I was like, just take it. You ain't got to drink it, just take it. If you don't want it, hand it to me.
That was my telltale sign.
So I just want to add something on to the sibling thing and the parents thing. Now, yes, you have to meet my mother, but the ultimate deal breaker
Oh, it froze up.
relationships have actually met all of my. If my granddad was still alive, like, you have to meet my granddad and my grandmother, like, that's got to happen too for
Oh,
you to
shit,
be
that would
really
be
set
that would have
into
been
my
harder than
family.
meeting. That would have been harder than meeting your mom and your siblings in your situation.
At least I know my granddad would be a little bit nicer about it.
Oh,
Unc
okay.
would have been. I don't know. All the women I brung around, Unc and I always tried to hit on. So I don't know. You guess because he was the grandson, it's been different for you. But
I
Right.
always I always ask my granddad for opinions about certain things and um relationship questions and opinions and things like
Uncle
that because I
advice and
trusted his
grandson
opinion.
advice, granddad advice is two different advices. I just want y'all to know that.
It absolutely is.
No, y'all gonna get two different spectrums.
correct.
So,
And if I ask my mom for advice, she'll be like, "Do you like? Does she even like you? Like, how do you know she like you? Have y'all even been on a date yet?" Like, it's just I get that it's two different things.
Yeah. So I would always, not always, but often know, uh, especially when we were younger, if I was going to be able to, somebody was going to be able to hang around or not. And it's not that I would waste time bringing them around my siblings, my sisters, because it was pretty quick, just watching how things would fold or unfold, or how the conversation would flow or not flow, and depending on how that went, it was like, well, thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night. We appreciate your time, but this probably is not going to work out, because my mom always tried to. She generally speaking, she gave space. She gave space so I could learn a lesson, right? I remember, except for one. There was one person that I brought around, and she was like, "Don't bring her back in my house." And I was just like, "Dang, ma."
Looking like a floozy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like
Yes.
that.
It's weird. Like the mothers typically know, just like your partners. Like they'll tell
Yeah,
you, like,
on
don't
her.
bring him back in the house. You
Girl
know what I'm
had
saying?
some demons on her, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Like the mothers pretty much got that tell all. You know what I'm saying? Like the fathers, they pretty much like, yeah, son, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Type of ish with you dating a female, but you know what I'm saying? And I had a situation like that with one of my sisters, both of my sisters actually liked a girl I was dating, but my kids did not like this woman at all. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you talk about a struggle, and then going to mom's is right there on the fence. Like, yeah, I see what she agreeing with the grandkids, but she agreeing with the daughters too. You see what I'm saying? So that
Zo,
type of situation can be
Yeah.
Zo was out here reckless, bro. He took a girl to church. Like, why would you do that, my man?
Oh my
Bro,
God.
hermano, no.
I ain't bringing nobody to church unless they
Wait
gonna be around
wait a
for a
minute.
little.
Why can't you bring nobody to church?
No, because just like
That,
he,
that is
just like
solidifying a relationship. You take somebody to church, that means we go together.
right, that's
Go together. You taking somebody to church now. But
yeah.
I'm trying to like, so as for a spot, like, cause my siblings love my husband. But I don't think we would be able to be married if my siblings didn't absolutely love my husband or tolerate or get along with my husband.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, as far as anybody else outside of that realm, I'm like, don't come around.
Yeah.
Because this one be with.
Yeah, and you always hope for the best,
Yeah.
but depending on the family dynamics, man, sometimes it is
Yeah.
what it be.
Yeah, because if you're not close to your siblings, you don't really give a doggone what they
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Like I say, that's the only people you know what I'm saying? My siblings, outside of that, I can have a relationship with family, but it has to be some type of like boundary set. Like you saying, Wanda, like don't come around or we'll see you when you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be like boundary set in order to keep your relationship healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I think you can maintain that relationship.
But how would you feel if you found out that your mother-in-law didn't like you? Would that do anything to your relationship?
The mother-in-law.
I would be horrible. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna maintain my Spartan. Go ahead, Dirk. What you about to say, cuz?
I about to say just the mother-in-law, because the father like me then.
No, I'm talking. Okay, we gonna get into the father because daddies are easy. I ain't gonna even hold you. Daddies are easy to get along with. Like my father-in-law love me. Okay, again, like I said, I don't know how my mother-in-law feel about me. I don't know. And been married for 8 years. I don't know. Going on 9.
Well, I guess you know then. I mean, hell.
I mean, so, but I mean, it's just as far as knowing how she feels about me as an individual or as the wife of her husband or whatever. I mean, of her son. But my father-in-law love me. He texts me. He send me Bible verses. He be like, "Happy birthday, Merry Christmas." Like I get looks, all kinds of stuff throughout the day. But I don't think I don't know if it would matter either way to him or not if anybody in his family like me.
Dirk,
I don't know.
Dirk, say something real quick.
Just about to say the close knit of the family.
All right, because
depending on how close knit your family are. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up tight. And if you didn't grow up pretty much having that family bond like that, then I could see how some family can be.
Yeah, because that was something that we said earlier. When siblings aren't close, and you see that, it's kind of like a weird thing to have to try to interact with one of your partners or whoever it is. Like Wanda, it was a great example. You ain't talked to your sister how long? You ain't seen your brother in how long? What? Like, what's wrong? I don't think I could be a part of this. I don't like that one bit. One bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like because I just be like, you need somebody outside of your circle, your immediate circle. And I know if he getting on my nerves, the first person I'm gonna get on the phone with are my sisters and my girls. And I got cousins who I consider sisters that I talk to all the time.
Right.
Like we text them back and forth all the time about any and everything. And oh shoot.
Can I add my 2 cents in real quick?
Sure.
Even though I'm not married, that would burn me up in the inside knowing my mother-in-law didn't like me, because I'm that type of person that if you don't like me, I need to know why. I gotta know why. It's gonna burn me up in the inside because I feel like I'm the nicest person in the world. Why don't you like me?
Right.
And we would have to sit down and talk. We would have to. I need to know.
Yeah, but the unfortunate aspect of it is that person probably wouldn't know why they didn't like you either, and it become an excusatory type of issue. And what I found out, depending on the different types of family dynamics, is if
no, don't do that. They doing that on live, man.
In a room.
Sound like haters. Y'all some haters.
That's how you used to get done back in the day, Wanda.
Y'all some haters. He just finished making dinner. He's proud of himself. Now,
but depending on the family dynamics, damn, I forgot what. Oh, it's it can end up coming out that the person doesn't like the significant other because they feel like they're losing either a certain part of control or a certain spot or a certain place.
Ooh.
Trying to figure out how they gonna
Okay.
maintain that, and they see that you're not spending as much time with them, and instead of actually verbalizing that, right, and
Mhm.
getting part of it, it becomes a lashing out of. So you can sit down with people, right? And this is just my opinion. You can sit down with people and be like, "Hey, why is it you have an issue with me?" And again, it goes back to me saying it's simply excusatory because they don't want to admit to the fact. Well, I think you're taking them away from me. That's what it comes down to being. Like Candy told me that once.
Oh.
Yeah. Candy told me that once. I was like, why you don't like her? And she was like, because she taking you away from me and you my brother. I was like, shut up, stupid. Nobody can take me away from you.
Hmm.
So Candy and I had to have that conversation before.
Yeah. That's why. Where'd Dirk go?
I don't know.
His internet must have dropped.
Yeah.
That's uh-oh.
That was me. It was just a scan.
There we go. That's why. I mean, I can see that because, but I mean, I don't know because when my brother got engaged, I knew what that meant for him because I know my brother. But I didn't think that I was losing any parts of him because he still was my brother and he still did the same things he was doing as my brother.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can see how some people can feel that way. I can because
Go get in the tub.
that's crazy. Yeah, I can see how people feel that way though. I can see that.
Yeah. So I had to.
But actually, like when I feel like when mother-in-laws beef with daughter-in-laws, it'd be like, oh, he's my son and he's always going to be there for me. But no, he's not.
Yeah. And the saying goes, something similar to daddy's
Le-
girls always gonna be daddy's girl. Boys, when boys get married, they're gone forever. You know?
They become one flesh.
Yeah, I mean, and it's that even if you're a woman and you get married, that still reigns true. But
Mhm.
we interact with relationships a bit differently, especially when it comes to our mothers and our fathers. Right? Girls are gonna always be daddy's girls. You know, he's gonna be that guy. That's
Yeah.
the guy. But when sons get taken not taken away, but when sons get into a relationship and they don't have that same presence with mom,
Yeah.
then it becomes a bit of a stressful situation issue.
Correct. Kiana dealing with it right now. Jameer is 15 and got his first girlfriend. I mean,
Oh,
he just jumped off the porch. Just jumped off the porch, and like you say, it was only shit that a mother would notice. Like he came home one day, and she like, "Where'd you get that change from?" He was like, "A friend bought it for me." She was like, "How many friends bought you?" And she straight interrogated, "How many friends bought you presents?" She was like, "A couple of them." Is this friend a girl or a boy?
Oh my
mhm.
Girl, and that's how we found out that he had a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? By his mom interrogating him about the chain he had on.
Yeah.
He had his football number on it and everything.
damn.
Oh.
Exactly. So that's how the mother felt. Like, wait a minute, my baby is getting took away from me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's Christmas. That's what he asked for. He's like, "Mama, give me a chain. Dad, give me a chain. That's all I want for Christmas. Give me a chain."
Right.
And his girlfriend jumped off the porch, bought him a chain with an emblem with his football number on it. I told his mama, like, "Hey, you ain't that special girl no more."
Why you have to say it?
Oh.
Because I had to resonate with him that our mothers spoil us first. Our aunties, mothers, grandmamas, they treat us like kings. And then we
Mhm.
get that one special lady that just pop in the, you know what I'm saying, in the picture. And she treating us like my mama. This dude, I tell you, this dude get Uber Eats. We be sitting up home, we trying to figure out what we gonna eat for dinner at nighttime. And we heard the door open up. His girlfriend and bought him Uber, some from Chick-fil-A or somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Hold the phone. Damn it, she's what?
That's what they doing now.
Keeper. That's what I told him. Keeper, bro. You know what I'm saying?
feeding you far, my man.
Because oh,
Wow.
Brothers don't know how, and Kiana, she don't know how to deal with that right now. But it's the same effect because, like, when Jamie started talking to little boys, it threw me for a ram. Like, wait, hold up, God, 1 minute. Wait, not my baby girl. This my baby girl. I got 2 grown ass girls. My baby girl, I gotta go through it again. G,
Yeah.
it's a struggle. It's still my baby.
I, look, my niece, my gosh, I love my niece to death, and you know, I'm giving her advice on boys, on young men.
Let me get a spoonful.
Facts.
Here you go. That's
Think
right.
See, it's a pushback, but I'm, you know, uncle, you know, and I am overprotective, but I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to maintain because she don't know her uncle. You know, I'll hop up and I'll hit the road and I'll drive out there and I'll see little buddy. And now
So-
she, you know, she don't want to.
Like give your niece the same advice as you giving your daughters.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts. And same advice I'm gonna give JoJo, right? But it came down to, well, we don't really have a title, and I was like, well, I need to speak with him. I need to meet him, and now she's hesitant on allowing me to meet or speak with the guy. Well, that's a red flag.
Why? Because there's no title, so there's no point of you meeting them.
Well, the reason why is I need to know what his intentions are, so she doesn't get sucked into the void of just being a friend with benefits with a hope of something happening. And then, you know, she be sucked into some bullshit waiting for somebody to do something, and he just got her out here. So
Yeah, that's what real daddies do. They actually teach their daughters they work. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You actually have value out here, baby, as opposed to just being a girlfriend or a wife. You know what I'm saying? You have value, and we try to teach them as little girls. You know what I'm saying? The morals and that aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody. I was a little creepy little dude. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You know. So I know. So I had to
Right.
explain to my daughters. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just me doing a whole little spiel to you. It's me actually speaking from experience. Speaking from
Right. I know.
experience. You know, it's like
Yeah. My
another
intent,
13-year-old mindset.
exactly. I did not always have wholesome intentions with people's daughters, and that's just the unfortunate.
I went from
And
playing with Ninja Turtles to ticks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, just
Within
like
like the same year. You see what I'm saying? It was like, so
that.
I know what 13, 14-year-old little boys own.
Yeah. So if my nieces or my daughters don't want me to meet the person that they're talking to, well, then the conversation shifts, and the conversation is, well, you know, get what you want to get out of it, and then move on. That's the honest truth, because that's the same thing that dude thinking. He gonna get out of it what he want to get out of it, and then he gonna move on. So match that, or just step away from it where you are, if that's not what you want to do. But don't be blindsided. I think that's that's the importance to me of meeting like uncles or fathers or male cousins, because we see things differently. And I don't necessarily have to get along with dude. My only intentions is making sure that he respects.
Correct.
It's the respect that has to be there at the end of the day.
That's why I
And
said one earlier, that part where you asked about the mother not liking me. That's why I was like, how the father feel? You see what I'm saying? Because it can be levels to, you know what I'm saying, the conversation. Like the mother she might always think of me as that 13-year-old little boy, even as we 33-year-old men, you know what I'm saying? That's 33-year-old man. She might think me as that 13-year-old little boy trying to get her child still. You see what I'm saying? So certain mothers are overprotective, like men are overprotective of their daughters. You know what I'm saying? That's how some women feel about their daughters. Like, I don't know if they really gave them the knowledge that they need to move on, it might be too late. Like, damn, I didn't teach my daughter this and that. And now she got boyfriends and doing this and that, moving like this. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm behind the curve. You see what I'm saying? So when
No.
you ask me if a mother don't like me, I think it's because she's behind the curve on teaching her daughter on how to deal with men
Yeah.
or deal with young men, older men, or that perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, or she might have got played so many times that her
Damn.
mindset is still set on trying to keep her daughter safe, and
And
not
that's
just and not necessarily me, but just trying to protect her daughter because she'd have been hurt so many times. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also an odd aspect of watching your, and this is another weird thing, but I know it happens, right? When a person has a spouse that's or a person that they're dating that's really into them and they're treating them really really well, but the parent or the sibling hasn't had that same experience.
Flags go off. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know how to interact with that either. And it's like, what do you? So let's take your son for a second, Dirt. Let's take Jameer for a second,
Mhm.
and this is totally and completely hypothetical, right? Because I know it's not the situation. But let's say his little lady is buying him stuff and taking him out, sending him DoorDash and
Just little,
get the new J's, and Kiana like, well, I don't even buy you J's. You don't deserve that. Why is she treating you like this? What is that about? You know,
Yeah,
what I
that part
heard.
looks suspicious
right,
to people. You know what I'm saying?
right, and fathers will do it too. What you mean he gonna pick you up to
I
take you to this?
wasn't about me nothing. Where you get that from?
Yeah,
Take it back. What?
right,
My
right.
dad thought I was a dope dealer when this little chick bought me something. You hear me? No, you ain't got no money. You broke, boy. You ain't got no job. How you got that?
But it's a thing,
Mhm. Yes,
and that's
sir.
and so I brought that up because again, Michael, just simply sitting down and talking to somebody to see why they don't like you, that ain't gonna always yield the results you might want. And so sometimes you just got to be like two tears in a bucket. Fuck it.
They sure gonna be like, cause I don't.
Yeah.
Well, if I try to talk to you and try to work something out with you, and you just constantly like pushing and you pushing yourself away, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. I'm the type of person that's petty. Like, fine, you don't want to talk to me, cool. I'm not gonna talk to you no more. And then at that point where you need me, I'm gonna be like, well, where we just I tried to talk to you a little while back, you didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
keep that same energy throughout the whole thing. If they don't want to speak to
Right.
you, don't speak to them. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to extend your hand just because somebody don't want to have that conversation. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's
I'm
better
just
just
I'm just genuinely a nice person. And my mother tells me that all the time that I'm Michael, you too nice. You don't have no edge to you. Well, mom,
Oh, baby, that's all
but
right.
I'm
That's just
just being
that's okay.
I'm being real though. But and I
yeah,
know
'cause
she right because
you too
I don't
nice.
have any. I know I don't have no edge to me because I wouldn't want somebody to do something to me that I wouldn't do something to them type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So I'm just not that person. I always want people to like me. I always want to give.
Oh,
I'm a giving person. And if you don't like me after I give to you, then something's wrong.
Cause you want to hug, I just want to hug you. You hear me?
oh,
Bring it in, bro. Bring it in. We gonna give a little hug real quick. You hear what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. But it's gotten to the point now where my feelings don't really get hurt no more because I've already been through it.
Do
mm.
the fact that we know our parents, do we ignore some shit or we try to like if we know our parents is this rah person and we want to present that rah person to a person that we feel is special. Yeah, I'm trying to put it into perspective of because we know our parents through and through. Like, one of you say you couldn't get gifts. I said I couldn't get gifts. You know what I'm saying? My kid, you know, your mama, like, you too
Right.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You too nice. Like, we know our parents. That's also a struggle of trying to bring someone trying to have a relationship with someone. Oh, man. Give me a second. I
But
bring the
what if
perspective.
It's
you're
like
have your that you know
I
that
bring the
nobody in your family likes at the family function?
like I
Say
don't
that
know if you
again.
guys remember the previous year that we had our family reunion out in Illinois. I brought somebody that I was dating, but she wasn't worthy of me. She met my mom, yeah, and my mom thought she was pretty cool at the time, but at the end of the day, she wasn't making time for me. And I was like, you really just met my real family from across states, and I paid for you to come to the family reunion, and you even took a picture in our family picture because they
Oh my,
wouldn't let you have no
Wait, hold
choice.
up. Was she standing on the end? Because she can be cropped out.
right.
Oh shoot! But I mean, it's the only white girl in the picture.
Oh goddamn. No.
Mm.
Oh, what? Are you sure?
It was, I mean, the only white girl with pink hair.
Okay.
Okay, I was about to say my daughter's pretty light, so
That would set her apart then.
But no, I'm just saying, like, I've learned through relationships that I can't open my heart up to just everybody. And
Understandable.
because not everybody is worthy of your blessings and your givingness, and not everybody worthy of that.
But
So you have to be careful about that.
yeah, but that's why you don't do it all at once. It's a process. It's
Mhm.
right.
But I'm the type of person that give it to you all at once because
You too
that's
goddamn
just
nice,
me.
cuz. I thought I was nice. You too nice, cuz. I thought I was a nice guy, man. You too nice, cuz.
I mean,
Hey,
that's
you.
just who I am.
Oh, baby. But
So
that's
you done told us about
how old are you?
heartbreak and all.
You
How
say
old are you,
All
what?
that,
Mike?
cuz.
I just turned 26 in
Damn.
December.
Yeah. It's gonna get you. You still young.
I'm still going through life, and
That boy. That boy.
but now I don't know if y'all know I got baptized last year, so I'm saved, and
Okay.
received the Holy Ghost and all that, and I've been going to church through and through, understanding my Savior.
Mhm.
And now that I am getting closer with the Lord, I want a woman that also wants those same things, to be closer to the Lord and to get married.
And so here's the question. I'm glad you said that. With you being a Christian, what if it happened? Would you date somebody that is not a Christian?
You can't transform anyone into becoming a Christian. So that's why you gotta pick. I mean, you gotta pick who you meet wisely, because you also want them to have the same values as you do.
Okay. So the answer is no.
I guess no.
Okay. All right. Just wondering.
Mm.
Wondering.
I'm at the point now that you have to be a Christian, and I want you to know Jesus. I need you to know Jesus.
Everybody might have them values, but they still might be out there 26 and still searching for themselves. You see what I'm saying? As opposed
Right.
to like you pretty much saying like you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's some
I,
26-year-olds out there that are still trying to find themselves.
I'm still trying to find myself. I really am. And I just heard a man, he just said this on a podcast. He says a white woman will search for a black woman at his lowest and bring him up, other than a black woman
A
already
black man.
trying to look for a black man already at his finish line. And not
I'm a
every man is at their finish line.
yeah. Let me
That's vice
throw.
versa as well. That's vice versa. That's what I was telling you, cuz that's vice versa. Like you saying you need a Christian. Go ahead, G. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you do your deal.
Yeah. I just want to throw caution to the wind. First off, when you see a lot of these folks online giving that type of advice, especially when it comes to trying to force or influence a person on their preference of who they can date, you have to be skeptical of that. That's not a hey fam, what's going on, Bev? Because that's not a good look because that's not been my experience. That hasn't been my experience. The black women that I dated have not wanted to simply make sure I had the bag and I was balling and I was moving in a specific fashion. They put me where I was. You know, and it could just simply be the issue that he was looking for women in a certain area, or he was looking and he didn't come across the right one, or he was looking for a certain type of black woman that he didn't actually qualify for. Because
Mm.
that's the thing as well. And oftentimes when that happens, we have brothers that get salty at the situation because that's not a truth. It's not a truth at all. There are many sisters who will meet you exactly where you are and will build with you. They will build with you.
I'm
So
definitely on that
Mhm.
yeah,
because
I
we've
agree
been
with him on that. But at the same time, I say, as a Christian man, don't block your blessings neither. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's being
Mhm.
sent your way. You see what I'm saying?
right.
You saying you have a preference and she has to be on this, and the third. I went to a Thanksgiving dinner, bro, where the husband was the pastor of the church. The husband was the pastor of the church. And when I tell you, I'm outside with his wife blowing trees, but they have a bond and they love each other. You see what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
certain
Mhm.
structures like
know that weed is legal.
weed is legal, it's medicinal
Oh,
purposes,
wait,
but outside of that, I'm just saying, like
Lord provided this plant.
I just said, like you might be able to bring her on board. Like she might be over here right now, but you might be overheard, and she might bring you on some like, damn, we can both build right here and just do this.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like like I told you, I've been married going on 9 years. We've built each other because
Yes.
he had lows, I've had lows, but we stuck by each other and we're definitely thriving in life.
That part.
Yeah.
We're in heights together that we probably would have never reached apart.
Yeah.
I love my black man. Please believe that. I love my black man. I love him at his lowest.
Hmm.
Love me at my lowest. It had nothing to do with him being black. It had to do, or anything. It had to do with him loving me unconditionally and me doing the exact same.
That's the part. That part you just said, that whole phrase
That's
that
what I was getting to right there.
yeah, it's lost on a generation. And it's the unconditional part that should matter.
It's so weird that y'all are feeding into this self hate. Oh,
Hmm.
black woman this, black woman that. No, a black woman has been here and broke her back for you countless times.
Facts, big facts.
I
Yeah,
Countless.
Yeah.
mean, I just thought what he said was interesting because the new generation, that's how they think. Me
That's how.
personally, I don't think that way.
Mhm.
I can meet an Indian woman, a Latina woman, a
Mhm.
white woman, anybody, any type of woman, and they able to meet me at my lowest and help build me up, and I'll do the same for her. I I just thought what he said was interesting.
It,
I
Hmm.
don't
it,
think he
it,
was.
it's very
I
interesting.
don't think
It
he was
is.
in the right mindset for that.
You
Hey,
find it.
you ever dated a black woman, cuz?
I've never dated a black woman.
Mm.
Because I heard you speak about white women, Indian women. You spoke about everything but black. That's my only reason why I asked. That's the only reason why I asked.
I mean, I just didn't say a black woman at that time, but it all different nationalities of women. It
Mhm.
If you find the right one, yeah, they might be able want to beat you at your lowest and build you up
Can
and
I ask you
build
another
that
question?
family.
Can I ask you another
What's that?
question? Do you fear you're gonna find a black woman that's like your mama?
Mm,
That's profound.
Because
that's
logically they say we as
Yep.
men we go get women that's like our mothers.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you real quick, Mikey. You saying you're a Christian man and you want your Christian woman. Ain't nobody gonna pray for you like a black woman.
mm,
Woman has a direct line to God. I don't know what it is about it. I do know is that ancestral line. But anywho, that black woman has a direct line to God, and ain't nobody is gonna pray for you like that black woman will. Hi, baby.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what.
I just wanted to know because like as males, they say we ultimately find a woman that's just like our mother.
Or
And
It's
I
not that
take a question. Okay, go ahead.
it's not that I don't want to not date a black woman. I just have not met a black woman. Now, this gonna prove y'all point, but I haven't met a black woman that didn't already have her standards so high I couldn't meet them yet.
Okay.
how do you feel like you couldn't meet them?
Well, she already like, let's say that you meet a black woman and she's has her career started, she owns a business, etc., and you try to date her and you don't really have nothing going for yourself. You just kind of laying in the background, letting her do everything, and you. I feel like a black woman almost kind of wants you to have some part of your life together, so that way she can help you. That way you can get to the where she is together as one.
So
It
get
just
up
come
and
from
do
the struggle.
something.
It just come from the struggle of black people, I think.
Gonna help you get up and do something.
It just come from the struggle of black people, I think. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, especially if you meet a woman, like you say, that's already on her career path or already solidifying herself, she will want a guy that's pretty much there. You know what I'm saying? That's she's
Right.
not gonna try to teach a boy how to be a man
She can't.
per se. She can't.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to have certain aspects of yourself that's boy got to bed. She has to have certain aspects of herself. I mean, you have to have certain aspects of yourself that is presentable to her. And I
Mhm.
think that's where our culture is. Our culture is trying to be entrepreneurs. We trying to get ahead. I think that's where it is, where black women and meeting you right there.
Yeah, he might have hit a dead zone because
He'll be back.
I think I can still hear him. So there's two things that actually that sounds like. Well, it boils down to one. It's a movement of.
Off the subject, but here we are. It's okay.
I know, right? But it kind of it's an outlier, but it plays a part in it.
Right,
But
right.
it sounds more like intimidation than anything. You're intimidated of a woman who has something going for herself, or you feel less than because you're comparing yourself financially to her. And that's only one dynamic of a relationship is the financial piece. Of course, you want to be able
Mhm.
to meet the woman where she is, if not have something a little bit more, so that you have that because of the spirit of a man. We want to be able to take care of something or somebody because that gives us purpose. But the way it was described is it sounds more like a movement of intimidation and not wanting to be pushed, a fear of being pushed to do better or be greater than where you
Mhm.
are. Because if you are just simply laying down and you don't have movement, you ain't got that motivation, but she's feeding that into you. Sometimes that speech don't always sound great to hear. Like, baby, get up out there. You need to go do this. Why are you laying down? You've been laying down, and I understand you might be depressed, whatever the case may be, but you got to get out. You got to help.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sorry, I had to take a phone call. That's why I left.
That's all
yeah,
right.
you're good. It's a movement of motivation, and a lot of our younger black men, unfortunately, are intimidated of our younger black women because they're moving differently. They're moving a lot more independently, and we aren't able to meet them where they are. And that's the truth of the situation. That's not saying that all of us aren't, our younger men aren't, but right now, the look of it and the feel of it from social media, because everything on the internet is true, but the look and feel of it right now is that our young
Yeah.
ladies, they have a bit of a different mindset and they have motivation about themselves. And our young men, I don't know what the rut is, but we're stuck right now. And we can't it's hard for us, but it's like we got gum and tar on the bottom of our shoes and we're not getting out the blocks like we want to or like we need to.
Mhm.
So you can't be intimidated of a woman that's actually if she can see your potential, and she's spending that time and she's spending the time nurturing that and telling you to do something and get something or be something and
Mhm.
pushing you and propelling you. That's a sign of respect, love, and admiration. It's the person who's going to simply keep you in an infantile type of position that's going to tell you, "No, you ain't got to get up today. I'll take care of you." God damn it, no! Don't keep taking care of me. I'm a grown ass man. I need to
Mhm.
speak on to.
And
Hey,
that's why on the
family.
whole,
I appreciate y'all so much for having me on the podcast and letting me speak my truth. I hope
Hey,
that we could do this
anytime, baby.
again.
appreciate your time because
Anytime, baby.
you had the time to come on and spill and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it.
I appreciate this. Y'all let me know next time I can hop in here and I
Every
wanna do
Thursday at
some
7.
more.
Thursday at 7 o'clock. Every Thursday at 7 o'clock because we got different
All right.
topics and come on and talk your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hey, I love y'all. Y'all have a
Hey,
good night.
You
love you
too.
too.
Love you too, cuz appreciate you.
Yeah, I've heard that
There you
before.
go. Helping another family.
Yeah,
So,
and I have been noticing that a lot of younger black brothers they're upset. They straight up pissed off that these young sisters out they making moves,
mm-hmm.
moves,
They
and they
ain't got ops. They out here networking.
that part. They ain't looking at the ops. They're not looking at the streets and trying to play the streets and trying to be something they're not. They're not taking.
Up out of there. But yeah, Tina Bina. But like, so back to what we were talking about though. So okay, so to wrap things up because we had an hour.
We are.
It's imperative that your family likes your spouse. Fact.
Is it imperative?
Is it?
The way my bank account work,
It's not.
It's not. I would hope that my family is just as in love with my lady as I am.
Mm-hmm.
It would be in a perfect world, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not always the case.
Correct.
But like the saying go, one monkey don't stop no show. You know, and so if family members don't like my baby, I don't see it as a her problem or my problem. I see it as a them problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I dealt with it for a while. I thought like if I play like, you know what I'm saying, it always seemed like somebody
can't-
was like a side piece. You see what I'm saying? It always seemed like one side was like a side piece. I'm playing my family. I'm with my family, but I ain't with my wife. I'm with my wife. I want to be with my family. It's like I'm with my wife, and only certain people of my family are there. You see what I'm saying? So it's a kill on the situation because like we was alluding to early on, we got sister cousins. You see what I'm saying? Like people that we genuinely love and value. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts, but you gotta try to keep it cordial and keep it cool for maintaining on all aspects of family and family.
Right. What about you? Oh, I let her. She gotta. Yeah. Tell them to go take a bath and do some lip reading. What? What?
She got
What
a
the-
serious face. Now.
All
Now, that was that talk.
right. Right now. Right now.
Don't make me get up out this chair. You see my face?
Right. I couldn't. I wanted to like do a lip sync, but I can't because it's so funny. Because I know what she said and she thinking.
Hey, I'll be watching Rockstar. There's a guy named Rockstar, and he be doing all the voiceover for like all the animals and stuff.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
hilarious.
Y'all so stupid. I can hear y'all, but I'm in mama mode.
Yeah. You.
Like, bro, like, why would you come up here singing loud to your lungs? You see I'm doing something, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I had to kick dude out. He was sitting here, pick the samurai, some guy. Dude, he watched this. I put it up on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook, and I'm like, son, look at this, because he's a big like martial artist. So I'm like, son, look at this. Dude want to grab my phone every chance he get. Dad, can I get your phone? And he down here doing making sound effects stuff. I'm like, bruh. So all the times you want to do this right now,
It's gonna suck when I get him a pair of nunchucks.
Don't buy them babies nothing they can bust their head with.
Oh,
hey,
I got
Jimmy,
some nunchucks. It's
Bubby
some
need a pair first.
but
That's gonna be perfect.
I'm about like the little soft tip ones. I'm gonna get like 3 or 4 pair of them. I'm gonna get
Um,
pair of them, and I'm gonna keep them on deck for whenever they come through. I'm gonna hang them up on.
Jesus, Bo baby's gonna have knots everywhere.
Hey, that's how they learn how to fight. Shit, I
Hey,
swear.
Pat,
So what's your
Carl,
answer, Wanda? What's your answer to that? Yeah.
is it imperative that my spouse is liked by my family? No, it's not. Because like I said, once I got married, this is my family. Not
Mm.
saying that they're not,
Yeah,
That
yeah.
part. Yeah, gotcha.
but this is my family. This is my safe space. This is my bubble.
Right.
And if I'm happy in this bubble, and if I'm feeling safe in my safe space, you're eventually going to be happy for me because
Right.
you see me over here happy for myself.
You should. You
But
should be happy for that union.
yeah. So then you're gonna be like, maybe Buddy ain't that bad. Maybe then you're gonna have to start looking at yourself, doing
Mm.
some reflection on yourself. And like, dang, what's wrong with me? Everybody else is cool with Buddy. It's
Right.
me that's not cool with Buddy. But yeah, no, it's not imperative. But I would hope, like y'all said, I would hope that my family would be accepting and loving of my husband as I am of him. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I just think like when it comes to family member spouses,
mhm,
especially when you've gotten married and you have a household,
mhm,
it's never my place to bring division
right.
into the house, right? My place at that point, I'm playing a different position. My position is to try to help solidify and protect and love on and be a part of that
Mhm,
house, because that's my family too. And I want the spouses to feel just as loved and just as part of the family as the blood is, right?
mhm,
There's no division. I don't like the division. I don't like divisiveness. And so the extensions that I've given my family member, I'm going to give the spouse. Right now, if I have a beef with the spouse or with the person that they're dating, well, I'll tell cuz like, hey, or I tell my sister like, I don't think old boy, old girl on the up and up, but it's, that's just my opinion, but it ain't gonna stop no show, right?
mhm.
It's not going to be to the detriment
But it's
of
gonna say,
show.
hold on, what do you see? I don't see.
Right.
Right,
'Cause
right.
I wish y'all would have told me. I wish y'all would have told me. I wake up upset like, God damn, why they ain't say something to me?
Somebody call me. Huh? I think they calling me. I gotta go. No, I'm I mean, how do you? I mean, at the same time, you don't be wanting to rock the boat. I mean, we talk to each other, be like, I don't like old girl. Like we
Yeah.
talk to each other,
Correct.
but how do you come to like? And for me, being the younger cousin, I didn't feel like that I had the say so. I'm like, well, they grown, they older than me, they gonna do what they want to do
You
anyway,
had all big brothers. Growing up, you had a ton of big brothers.
for sure. But I'm like, I'm like, oh, I'll be like, she ain't gonna be around long. Like, oh, she'll jump. Like, I can always tell the ones that could be around long. You know, I'm like, And
Mm-hmm.
of course, me and my sister cousin circle, we have our conversations. We like, see, told you. But
Gotcha.
Doris was the only one. She didn't say it to me directly, but she sent the message through my mom, and my mama never told me until it was too late.
oh,
But
jeez.
yeah, Doris was the only one. My mama finally told me. She said, well, your cousin Doris, before she passed, she told me that, there was something off about old girl, and I needed to say something, but my mama never said nothing until it was a little bit too late.
Mm-hmm.
Doris called it.
See, mother-in-laws, y'all need to hate them women that's coming into the family a little bit more. Screen them, not hate them, not hate them. Screen them a little bit more. I shouldn't say hate them. On my bad.
Because I
Scream
feel
a
like
little bit more.
I don't, and I feel like I give everybody a chance. I don't hate anybody. I feel like I'm the more level-headed one. Like, no,
Everybody gets a fair shot.
yeah.
Yeah. I
I
get
think
it.
we are all three the level headed. If we all look at our clique, we are the ones that got to give advice. We are the ones that have to, you know what I'm saying, sit and listen to the chatter. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
think we good people. We like Michael. We good people.
We just date black women too. I wasn't gonna let that one bypass me. It was cocked back and loaded. I've been waiting to get it
I
all.
was trying to ask because he kept making statements like white women, Indian women, no matter who I date. He said white women, Indian women. He said it about 3 times, and I was like, "Cuz have you ever dated a black woman?" That's what made me pose that question to him.
Yeah. And
And I think that's the factor that you said, Jig. He's a little intimidated by it.
For the record, black women are great. So
I agree. But let's
Man.
get into our final thoughts. Let me, because I'm navigating multiple different things.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, here comes the final thought music.
One time. All
right, final thoughts. We'll kick it off. Wanda, you got to drop down first. You got a long ride to. Oh, hold up. You want to go first, Dirt?
Y'all always put it on me first. I just knew it was me.
Hey, this time.
Go ahead, cuz talk your ears.
No, final thoughts. Everybody is not gonna like who you bring around. If you like them, make it work. I mean, but if it's something that you're not seeing that somebody else is seeing, just take it in and listen. You might not like how they say it, but just kind of take it and move on, move accordingly. It may save you some money in a couple years that you didn't want to waste. Okay. Also, I got a haircut. Y'all like it?
How much did you cut off?
4 inches. And love who you love your family, and no matter who that is. Love your friends as well, because some of them can be family too. Also, at the end of the day, guys, don't forget to brush and floss at least twice a day. Oral health is overall health. Those are final thoughts.
I can dig it. Dirt Deezy, you up next. So,
I think you can maintain a healthy relationship with your family, but still prioritize your relationship with your partner. Like I was saying earlier, I think you might have to set some boundaries to ensure that both parties are happy to an extent, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I think you need to prioritize your household, your family, you know what I'm saying? Like kids, you know what I'm saying? Like your wife might have birthed kids for you. Can't nobody do that for you. Your mother can't do it. Your stepmama can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Your cousin can't do it. Like, it's certain values that as a man that you hold, or as a person that you hold.
Could do it, but it's gross.
It will totally be good, gross. Core family, I think, is essential to me. You know what I'm saying? I love my siblings. I love my circle, my siblings, my kids. I love everything that they present. But at the end of the day, I got to make myself happy. And at the end of the day, it also has to be, I don't know, I got to make myself happy. Everybody else making themselves happy. So you got to keep that part in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else out, so they're ish on yours, but they doing the same stuff and making themselves happy. So at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you present something that's happy for you, beneficial for you and yours. Mm-hmm. Love yours first.
Sure. I can dig it. All right. So I'll echo those sentiments that you just said, Dirt. The only person that's actually in charge of your happiness is you.
Mhm.
You have to chase your happiness. That's a must. It is nobody else's responsibility to make you happy. If you're not happy, it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. You just won't be happy. So you are in charge of your happiness. Nobody can make you happy. That's your responsibility. It's a you problem. And also remember that misery loves company. So you can't get so spun up and caught up in the misery of a family that you forego being happy and having your happiness to appease their misery. That's a dangerous place to be, and that's a boundary that should never be crossed. But figure out what your happiness is, put a circle around it, and make that and let that be your boundary and chase it. And if people don't want to add to it, don't allow them into that circle. That's the bottom line of it. So yeah, Dirt, I agree with you 100%. You have to chase your happiness. You got to make yourself happy. That's it. That's it. Either you either gonna make yourself happy or you're going to participate in someone else's misery. So those are my final thoughts on the situation. So yeah, with that being said, hey, we always go over. We always go over. It's an impossible task not to, just about. But you know,
I go do the workout all late.
yeah. So
My bad. I was at the gym all day with the kids. They got AAU tournament this weekend, so
that's what's happening.
we getting
That's
these boys together.
Yeah. So just to reiterate what I said earlier about the NFL picks, everybody, we posted the picks, the video of the picks. Get your picks in. We played the video, reading them off of where we are, who are we picked. Dirt won round 1. Also, for a chance to win free Family Bloodline merchandise, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Post your picks on our YouTube and see where you end up. You might be the lucky recipient of Family Bloodline hoodie,
Merch.
hat, t-shirt, long sleeve, or short
Cool.
sleeve. Either one. But the only way you can do that is if you are a subscriber.
Like, right.
So like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get it out there. Or the Spotify channels, or anything that we do on Spotify, Apple. It's so many actual podcasts. I can't remember them all at this point. But subscribe on all of them, damn it. Do that.
Yes,
Do that.
sir.
That's the easiest thing to do. And so, as always, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you decided to hang out with us for some time, and we appreciate the time that you have dedicated to us. With that being said, thank you for coming out. God bless, and
good night.